Hey guys, good morning. It's Tony. Before I start the video, I do want to say please like, subscribe, and comment. Let me close my garage really quick so I'm not too loud for anybody. If you want to subscribe, please go to patreon.com/but I'm not a trader. This is essentially just kind of a weekend recap of what happened last week. You know, we didn't really move too much, and then at the end of the day on SPY, we ended up just coming down a little bit, right? And we are recovering that candle a little bit more to the upside. But we did end up closing a daily bear trigger again. And again, you're starting to see some weakness at this 451.45 level, right? You're starting to see some weakness right there on the SPY. So I do think as of right now, like I said last week, right? I think that more than likely we are at a top. And again, even on the SPX, I told you guys, if we do not close an 8-hour above that resistance, right? We don't close an 8-hour above this resistance. I thought it was going to happen here, right? I really thought it was going to happen here above. We did not close. You're on trend. So 100% I am expecting a push back down, right? So again, I need that 8-hour to close above this, or else this is not something that I'm expecting, right? So I'm still very much short. I do think we're going to be coming right back down. And I think this is a top, right? So let me do this. And I'm pretty sure I showed you guys last week how I need this 8-hour candle to close, right? So I'm pretty sure I showed you guys last week. Let me do this just to make it a lot easier for you guys, right? Very simple. I need an 8-hour candle to close like that, right? That's it. I need it to close above this weekly resistance of 4523. Once that closes, I can see us pushing all the way to 458, right? Until that happens, right, I am 100% short, and I do think we're going back to like a 445 level, right? So again, I'm still in my shorts. Again, this is a perfect short right here. Still a perfect short all the way down to 445. And then again, if you get an 8-hour close under this weekly resistance, you're going down to 440, right? And you continue this, you can continue this all the way down. But the thing is though, if we reject here, there's like a 90% chance that you close a 2-day bear trigger somewhere around this range, right? And if you close that 2-day, right, you're gonna be hurting really bad. So I'll show you guys here, right? That 2-day, right, has been a ridiculous impact on pushes down. And on Monday morning, I will be looking for puts on Apple because I do think we are at the top, right? But look, every single time we close that 2-day close, 2-day close, 2-day close, right? Boom, 2-day close. That's why I like swing trading, right? 2-day close, 2-day close from this top, boom, 2-day close all the way down here. 2-day close, right? You got an average drop of 25, 26, 23, right? So what is it? 25, 26, or sorry, 25, 27, 23. So 25 plus 27 plus 23 equals divided by 3. So maybe like a 25, we can see a $25 drop from here, right? After that, and that's after that 2-day closes, right? So you can still drop more than this. And the average drop is between 22 days. So let's go 22 days, right? Let's go 25, just to be on the safe side. But like $25 drop. Somewhere around 20, maybe 27 to fill that 423 gap. But I think the safe thing to say is that by like mid-December, I could definitely see us somewhere around like here, right? This is going to be target right now, somewhere around here. Again, that's if that high doesn't break. This is target right now, somewhere around that range. For SPY, right? Once that 2-day goes, right? Once this 2-day closes, 2-day, by mid-December, you can drop all the way back down to 423 to fill this gap right here. Oh, that daily gap on SPY, right? We'll put an alert there. We have another gap here at 441. And then as far as like major gaps, I think those two are the biggest. But again, it would make perfect sense for us to drop back here and then complete and then go on to the bull rally towards next year, right? That makes perfect sense. And then also for fibs, I don't know if this is actually a good set of like what this top would be. This would be right at, you'd basically be right at the 618 golden retracement level. So that's another really good spot. So I will be going into Apple puts 2 weeks out on Monday. I am expecting this to be the top. If you do break to the upside, right, any 8-hour, like I said, any 8-hour close to the upside, this is going straight to like a 456, 458 on SPX, right? But for now, this is what I'm expecting. On the daily, you did close that bear trigger, right? So the daily, you have the SPY, If we go to big tech, let's look at how big tech is reacting. Apple's on that bear trigger, right? Tesla's on that bear trigger. QQQ, bear trigger. Nvidia, bear trigger. Microsoft, bear trigger, and you hit that high, right? Amazon looks like it's actually going to one. Actually, Amazon actually looks like it's going to keep pushing to 150, I think. So we'll see. AMD looks pretty strong as well. Meta looks like it's probably going to come back down to like a 316, 310, right? Or this could have been that. Actually, you know what? Maybe this could have been that. It's kind of wild because Meta actually looks like it popped up, hit trend, came down, retested, and is going to like a 350. That's kind of wild, actually, if it does that. That'd be pretty insane. So Meta looks pretty strong, actually. Netflix looks like it can retrace to 448, but you already closed above weekly. So I think for here, is there anything else holding it back? I don't think so. I do not think there's anything else holding it back on Netflix. There has to be something here. Hold up. Is there any sort of resistance here on Netflix? Resistance. Yeah, you do have resistance here at 465. Yeah, you do have a lot of nice resistance here at like 466, 465. Yeah, I can definitely see a push down from here. You do have a resistance there. So I can see a push down back here. And then if this breaks under, then you're going all the way back down to 418, right? But I do expect some sort of rejection on Netflix just because you do have previous resistance. Google, again, you hit that mid-trend channel. I could definitely see us coming back down again from here because you hit that trend channel, and again you can come back down to like I'm thinking 131 or 126. I don't know if you would come all the way down here, but if this actually ends up being a second top for Google, right? It's kind of telling of where you might actually end up because this is kind of you've been on a down. Yeah, this has been on a downtrend since. Actually, yeah, that's kind of wild. If this ends up being the top, though, so we can get rid of this. If you actually end up making a second higher low here on Google, this is actually not good. I think that would be it. Yeah, I think that channel looks good. So if this ends up being a higher low for Google, man, I could definitely see this dropping a lot lower. This is kind of crazy. Let me check. Actually, let me check this. I don't know. It seems like you actually broke to the upside on this. All right, so yeah, this seems like a perfect retrace, right? You popped up, came up, retraced here, and now you're headed to like this, maybe. Like that. Something like that? I don't know. I'll have to do some more TA on Google because this looks like kind of funky. Because you could top here. Again, the daily on Google has been pretty dang accurate. So if you close the daily here on Google, right, I can 100% see you coming down extremely strong, right? At least back to this maybe order block of like 132 and then possibly like lower. But where's the weekly at? Anyways, yeah, I do think you've topped on SPY and a couple of things. So I'm just kind of rambling on right now because I'm trying to see where Google can touch right there. All right, so we do have resistance there. We do have our range should be here, right? Range is higher. No, I like this better here. And you do have some more weekly. Let me see. Do you have any weekly here? A little bit higher. Yeah, there we go. So you are still under, right? No, yeah, I can see Google push to 138. Yeah, I can see Google push to 138 because you already broke to the upside. Yeah, you broke to the upside. The 4 hours already curling. I could see this push to, yeah, I can see this push to like a 138. Yeah, especially here. Yeah, second bounce. You're already on an hour bull trigger. I can see this push to like at least to this gap fill 136. Probably if you go past this, you're probably going to 138. Yeah, I could see that. I could see Google going to 138. I definitely take this long here. Anything close, anything if you touch anything under 134.51, I'd probably say get out because they're probably gonna go all the way back down to support. But I definitely long this. I definitely long this to 138. But everything else seems like pretty bearish. Actually, let's do some TA on Apple because really it's not like too crazy. Everything is just still within like range. So you know, and get rid of this. I do think Apple is going down. Pretty sure I already did TA on Apple, but like on my own time, right? And this I'm doing this like in real time with you guys. Let me see first. Let's grab a range. Do you have anything over here? No, we don't. So our range on Apple is I like that. And then man, you have such close range on Apple. It's kind of crazy to think about. Yeah, like that. Look at that. It's a whole bunch of like support and resistance on the weekly right there. That's kind of gross, honestly. When you really think about it, Apple is just, it's kind of gross. I like this. I don't know. I think I like this better. You have a top right here. Resistance. They have more right here. More support range right here. Like a little bit lower. Can you go lower? Right there? Yeah, I like that better. So yeah, I think this is appropriate range for us on the weekly, I think. Yeah, because you have that huge push up to that next 190 resistance, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think here, because you've had such big drops here, I think you could definitely drop in one day from here down to back to like 181. And it seems like whenever you cross that 181, you go straight to 175. So I definitely think Apple's hit a top here. And not only hit a top, but let's see how it reacts. Yeah, look, it tends to, yeah, 181 is already broken. We're already way too high for that. This is the first time we actually hit this, right? Yeah. Yeah, so last time you hit this, you rejected to the low side. Yeah, prior to that, you rejected a little bit, then it came right back up because I think 187 is like the all-time high, right? All-time high? Yeah, it's all-time high. Yeah, I definitely think yeah, I definitely think you come down from here. And again, I think 181 is, I don't want to say guaranteed, but I think 181 is a pretty good place for this to come down. So I think 181, I think you might have a nice bounce from here. But if you close like a 1 hour, actually what happened here? Did you close a 1 hour or was this a 4 hour? Yeah, you closed a 4 hour under. And then you came back and retested, it came right back. Yeah, I'd probably look for that. I'd look for a short here on Apple, right? So right now, easy short on Apple to come right back down here. As soon as you hit 181, I definitely take profits right here, right? So I'll set an alert just to have it up. So I'll set an alert on Apple. As soon as you hit this, I take profits. But if you end up closing a 4 hour bear, bear candle here, like this, right? Like that. If you end up closing like a 4 hour like bear candle like that, like over, right? Let's change this color to, what are we at? I don't even know what my colors are for my candles. It doesn't matter. We'll do that, sure. Sure, something like that, right? So if you end up closing the 4 hour bear candle like this under, like over this weekly support, I definitely say take this short down to 174, maybe like 2 weeks out just in case. Within a week or two, I think it fills. But yeah, I say this is an easy short on Apple down back to 181. So this is, I'll probably short this easily like this, right? And like I said, I'm buying puts for like 2 weeks out here. And I think we come down, essentially this is my target, right? That 181 is my target again. I think we come down, I'm going to take profit here. And then I think if at any point we do close a 4-hour bear candle under this, or over this or under, I am taking this next short down to 174, right? I do think it's going to keep dropping, and we've had that case before where it hits this, comes back down, it either pumps up or it crosses over, it retests, and then it comes right back down to 175 or 170, 175. So I can see that being I can definitely see that being the second higher low for Apple. So I can see, because he broke structure, right? Like I said, because he broke structure, I can see us basically doing this, right? From here, coming back down, breaking, maybe retest, coming like this, like that, and then you push up to the next level at like 196 or whatever, right? So I can definitely see that. And then if that happens, right, then you basically just have like a brand new trend like this, right? Where you do something like that. And even better, right, you can actually have like your new daily channel to go by, right? So you go like this, essentially take it to the top like that. There you go. And that makes perfect sense, because this top, right, this next 196 resistance would actually be that next top of channel. So I can see it's dropping like this, retesting this, and then coming right back up. So I think immediately when we hit 174, I think that's a really good place to long Apple again. I can almost guarantee that we'll probably have the stochastic down here, another day trigger somewhere around this range, and then you push up to that 196 towards the upside. Yeah, and I think that's probably what's gonna end up happening for Apple, I think. And I think you'll probably keep running towards earnings, and by January 25th, I think Apple's going to be at probably a new high, I think. Yeah, probably a new high, because Microsoft just broke the highs. I think Microsoft and Apple reject. You come back down here, right? Perfect 618 retrace anyways, and then you continue to pump up towards the upside. But I think that's going to be the play for the next month or two. I'm really looking at that. So I kind of rambled on. I'll see you guys later. I'm going to go shower because I got a couple things to do, but I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. SPY, everything else, I think we've already hit the top, and I think we're coming down. See you later. Bye-bye.